Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and welcome to another exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff, the series where I teach you that not only were there TIE fighters, there were also Slipknot fighters. They weren't talked about as much, though. But moving on with the Fanhome Star Wars Millennium Falcon kits, we are on stage 25. So let's take a quick look through the magazine. Let's see what we got. The Delta 7 Aether Sprite Starfighter. I know I mispronounced that word. Lovely ship, though. But that's young Obi-Wan, young Mr. Kenobi. Gyro computers. You need those. You need those on a ship. Things and stuff and things. More stuff. Explosions and whatnot. Seat stabilizers. And of course we have the rundown of our parts, our instructions. So there you have the magazine. Here we have our parts. So let's get down to it. Because ain't nothing to it but to do it, right? You know it's right. Okay. So open here. And see what we got. Okay. So we got some bits and pieces here. Another bit of our workbench here. It got a little mangled, just a little bit. I'll try to straighten that out, but it should still do the job. Got a little mangled there in transit, but that's okay. But what do we have here? Another section of frame. Another section of hull. Screws of varying colors and sizes. And this is pretty much what we're going to be using in this episode. It's going to be a lot of gluing. So we got some more little walls here that we're going to be putting some more little padding on. So yeah. So let's bring in our instrucciones. Hay que instrucciones. Ay, all right, so there we go. Our next parts. So here we have our rundown of parts, and everything is accounted for. Alrighty, let's go. So yeah, we got some more walls to pad up here. So we got two different sprues here. So it looks like okay. So we're gonna start with this one, I believe. I hope. We'll see. We'll work it out. So we got this wall here, and these are two different sizes. So looks like the thinner one. All right. I think that's what we're going with right now. We'll see if we are correct. So all right. So let's start off with this one here. So we are nipping number 1. So it looks like we're just going straight down the line here. And we're going to be doing a lot of gluing. Lots of gluing today. We got to glue out. Let's get to dabbing. All right. We have pad number 1. Applying glue, glue, glue. Get that in. And there we go. Hold that in for a tick. And then we have pad number 1. All right. We're halfway there. Oh. Living on a prayer. All right. So number 2. What's it going to be? It's just randomness. Randomness. Yeah, that's what you signed up for, right? I hope so. Because if not, you're in the wrong place, buddy. You're in the wrong place. All right, pad number 2 is in place. I have to be careful how I do this because since they kind of poke out the back, I almost glued my fingers to this thing. That's okay. Number 3. Hey, look, I say this: if you don't get glue on your fingers, are you really modeling? You know, are you really? Are you really modeling if you don't get glue on your fingers? That's the question, really. That's the question. People are like, no, EmGo, you just suck at doing this. I know, but still, it's okay, though. It's all right. Hey, We all have our skill level. My skill level is, 0, and I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that. I'm sorry, I am perfectly at peace with that. No regrets. Living my best life. You know what I mean? As long as I'm happy. As long as I'm happy with my model, that is all that matters. Blue be danged. I get a little bit on my fingies. It's okay. Part of the fun. Alrighty. There we go. We're moving along nicely. Next. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? As always, hope everyone's doing well. Everybody's staying safe. What am I doing? As usual, some more gluing. Not a lot of screwing, but some gluing today with the Falcon. Adding some more padding to the walls here. This is there's a lot of padding on the ship, I realized. I'm realizing more and more how much padding is on the ship. It's crazy. It's like they asked George Lucas, "Hey, Mr. Lucas, how much padding do you want on these walls?" He said, "Yes." And we're like, all right. This is why he's one of the great directors of our time. He just put all the padding on the walls. Is this enough padding? He's like, more padding! He's like, no, this is too much. More padding! My stomach just growled there too. I don't know if that has anything to do with all the padding, but my stomach just growled. It's okay. Even my stomach might be asking for more. My stomach's asking for more padding right now. My stomach's like, feed me, Simo. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh, I did get that stuck to my fingers there. It's okay. So what? Having fun here. Who cares? I do have toothpicks. For those who, somebody told me, oh, you can use a toothpick, I have toothpicks. I have a toothpick right here. I just don't use it because I just don't feel it necessary right now. Like, it's not like this is like, Even for the details I could have used a toothpick for, I'm like, whatever, I'll just use the brush. Who cares? Who cares? About a little glue on the fingers, so what? I use a toothpick a lot for Titanic, though, because that had a lot of, like microscopic little details that you really, you needed a toothpick for that. But for this, the brush is fine. The toothpick will come out when I feel like bringing the toothpick out. For now, there you go. We got one wall done. Isn't that lovely? Isn't it wonderful? Okay, let's put that off to the side. Now we're gonna bring in this one. So now where are we going? So now it looks like we're working from the bottom up. Seems like, right? I hope so. Okay. We're gonna see how this works out. So how's this going? So there's a flat end and a slightly angled end, so it seems like it's gonna sit like that. Yes, yes. Okay, so technically in the instructions you're looking at it like this, but really you need to be looking at it like this for the proper orientation, it seems like. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, I will say this, we might not do all this gluing on camera, because there's a lot of gluing. I have to do two sprues worth of this stuff. I gotta pad up 4 walls here, so we might do some cutting here and there. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Or we might leave it as is. Who knows? We'll just leave it up to my whims. Never tickles my fancy once I sit down to edit this. See how it turns out. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. All right, this one in. Okay. All right, get this on here. Okay. Get that nice and squozen. Alrighty. Next pad, which would be this one. So let's get this one on here and see what's going on. We know what's going on. We're doing more padding. That's what's going on. I feel like the padding at this point is going to be the equivalent to the little windows on the Enterprise. It's going to be nothing but padding. Stage and stage and stage of padding after padding after padding. They should have renamed the ship Paddington Bear. Just because of all padding. Got it. Alright. Next. Okay. So. Get this one in its home. And let's see what we got here. Boom. Get this on. Hold. But hey, hold. Hold. What'd I say? There we go. How dare you? Disrespectful. Disrespect. Glue. There. All right. Okay. There we go. I don't believe we're actually placing these walls anywhere at this point. I think we're just padding them up right now. But hey, it's okay. It's part of our journey. This is our journey, peoples. This is what we're doing as we build the Falcon. It's all about the gluing, all about the screwing. And again, the gluing just as important as the screwing. I don't care what anybody says. Alrighty. I mean, what is screwing if not mechanical gluing? There you go. Some food for thought that you will regurgitate almost instantly. But, you know, it's okay. It won't stay down, but it'll go down smooth. You know, that's all I'm saying. Okay, so that sprue is done. Get out of my life. Okay. So now, let's get this last bit of padding on here. Boom, 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 boom. And get this at its home. Go in your home. That is your home. There we go. A lovely home it is. Alrighty. There we go. We have our first two walls all padded up. Beautiful. Beautiful. But guess what? We're not done because we got two more walls we got to pad up now. And we got another sprue here with pads. Alrighty. So, what are we starting with now? We're going to start with this wall. And we're going to pad it up, going straight down this line here. So you know what? I'm going to do this real quick. All right. We got that wall done. That's looking lovely. All right. One more wall that we have to pad up. Now we're using these. And which way are we going? So, yeah, we're just going straight down the line again. So again, I'm going to do this real quick. All right. And the last bit of padding. Getting its glue. And going into its Fanhome. There we go. Hold that for a tick. There we go. Look at our last wall padded up. Lovely. There we go. We have 4 beautifully padded up walls. And that is, actually that's not all there is to do in the stage. Still one more little thing. I always forget this. We got the piece of our little workbench here. So again, the instructions don't tell you to do this now, but I do it now because why not? Dare I say why not? Again, just give future me a little less work to do, which I'm always a fan of. So let's peel off the little pads. 1 and 2. Pop those in. Little mangled here. I think if I take a hair dryer to this, I could probably get this back in shape, actually. So I'll try to fix that. But okay, there we go. And now that is all there is to do in this stage. All right, so here's what we did in this stage. We just we padded up some walls. Hey, Not a lot, but hey, progress is progress, and I am a fan of progress. And of course, we get some bits and pieces to use at a later date. We got another bit of the workbench here. And yeah, that is it for stage 25. We are officially a quarter of the way done with this build. Cool. So there you go. Now, as always, if you would like to sign up for your own Millennium Falcon kits, there'll be a link in the description down below for you to check out. And if you missed any stage of this build, there is a playlist in the description down below as well for you to check out at your leisure. You can watch this lovely hunk of junk take shape before your very eyes. So there you go. As always, I hope you enjoyed this exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff. And remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, may the force be with you, and palm in your face.